What's good, Ghost Gang? This your boy, Ghost Fighter 2Ts, and I'm back with another informative video. This is a build that I've been working on, and I feel like you guys, with the way that I have it now, you can get started on it. I'm gonna have some gameplay at the end that's gonna show you some of the crazy damage that I output in a heroic mission that I did with my buddy Genyo. This guy, I had more damage than him total for overall damage dealt, but that guy had freaking 311 million for skills. So he basically doubled my damage that I had, because he had the damage roughly of what I had, 400 million, and he also had another 300 million in just skill damage with his skill build. So I'm trying to build up a build like he has. He's gonna show me the ropes and how to do it. Shout out to my boy Genyo. He's been the one grinding with me lately. So let's get right on into this build without further ado. Okay, so we're gonna run Gunner class right off the rip. We're gonna run Gunner class because we want that extra ammo and everything that you get. Now, what I want you guys to take notice is the talent for this perk on this specialization, because a lot of people, they run different specials, but how often does everybody use their signature weapon? Like, how often does people in this game, let me know in the comment section how often you guys use your signature weapon, because I've been running the one technician class with the rocket launcher, and I haven't used it one time when I've had it on. So I need to start getting more familiar with hitting on that button to use my specialization here and there. So it says good offense when drawn grants up to 50% bonus armor for each signature bullet reloaded and repairs bullet loaded and repairs 1% armor on hits. It says reduces damage against named enemies. All right, so the first thing I want you guys to look at is this double god roll, Baker's dozen. I put this gun together. It did not come with god roll on the, you can see that I've done some work to it because you see the little icon there with the little wrenches. So I've worked this to be a double god roll Baker's dozen, and it has 15% total rifle damage, and then it has 17% freaking god roll critical hit damage on this thing. And you can see I will never miss a shot because it has perfect lucky shot. Magazine captivity is increased by 30%. Missed shots from the cover have a 100% chance to return to the magazine. So being that it returns to the magazine, I will never miss a shot. If it doesn't hit the target, I will not miss that shot, point blank. All right, so here's the first piece we're looking at, the Coyotes mask. You can get this, I think, at level 30 in your season. If you didn't do your season and you guys are new to come to the game, don't worry about it. You can just buy it if you really need it or want it. But you can see it comes with god roll weapon damage on it, some crit hit chance on it, some critical hit damage on it, and some more critical hit damage, because we want to get a lot of DPS out of this build. But at the same time, you can see that we have 1,000,000 armor, and I'm going to show you how we have that 1,000,000 armor. And right here you see pack instinct. You and your allies gain a bonus based on the distance of the last enemy you hit. 0 to 15, 25 crit. 15 to 25, 10 crit, and then critical hit chance 10%, and then 25 meters you get 25% critical hit chance. So this is the mask that everybody runs for this build, man. For DPS builds, that Coyote mask is getting used. And I don't know how I got that Coyote mask and it's actually not showing through my mask that I got on now. It's kind of weird. All right, then the next thing we have is the Armadillo vest. And it's a Gilia guard. It's 1 of 3. It has a total armor of extra 5%. It's running 134,000 armor on it. It has a armor regeneration, which a lot of people don't know. The armor regeneration is good because it'll help you regen your get your health and your armor back quicker. It'll help you get your armor back up from depleting. And then there's health on it, another 15,000. So it's a total about 150,000 total armor. And then it has armor on kill. You get another 14,000 on armor on kill. So as soon as I get a kill, it'll tack on more armor on top of the armor I already got, and it'll turn light like a dark blue, which will make me have even more armor on top of what I got. And I have this perk called Unbreakable. Unbreakable, when your armor is depleted, repairs 95% of your armor. Cooldown is 60 seconds. So, you know, I put this perk up there. I made it like this. You can see that it has the wrench and the little screwdriver. So that's what I did to it. Okay, now here is a part of the build. There's the holster, and it's 1 of 3. It got critical hit chance on it. It has weapon damage on it. It isn't god roll, but it is some good weapon damage. It could be better. Critical hit damage is on it, and then I modded some critical hit chance onto it. That was all I had, and you're gonna find out when you start to do these builds that you're not gonna always have the parts, and you gotta do a lot of farming. Now here is Badger Tough. It has a shotgun damage 10%, and I do have a shotgun. I'll be showing you that in a moment. I got 170,000 total damage, and that's god roll damage for god roll armor for armor builds or tank builds. And then it has some critical hit chance on it, some weapon handling, which you kind of can use give or take. It isn't a lot of it, but 12% is pretty good. I only have that one piece, but I couldn't modify it, but I did put more critical hit damage onto it. Now on this book bag, you get amplifies total weapon damage for 10 seconds when you swap between your primary and secondary weapon if they are different. So I'm running a double god roll rifle versus a LMG. So yes, I am going to get that damage extra when I'm switching between those two. And I actually pretty often switch between my LMG depending on whether I'm DPS on a big boss or a little guy. So you can see the damages here, 35% enemy within 15 meters with shotguns and SMGs, and I do have a shotgun. 35 meters to enemy further than 25 meters with a rifle or a marksman. So if I'm out 25 yards, I'm getting an extra 35% damage when I switch to my rifle. And then it has 10% of enemies between 15 and 25 yards for the LMG assault rifle. So no matter what, this thing is going to DPS. That's how I was able to get that DPS that I was doing when I was playing with Genio. And as you can see, I got the contractor gloves. These are some really good gloves. It has LMG damage. Actually, my boy, shout out to him, Diverse, was the one that gave me these gloves for a drop. And it actually has some pretty good close to god roll stats on it. It has weapon damage at 14.2. It has damage to armor 8% and some critical hit damage of 10.6. And last but not least, you have the knee pads, Digson protection pads. They are Overlord augments. It has rifle damage 10% on it, which that's helping my rifle even more without even showing the primary total damage. So my total damage probably is about 485 to 500,000 is what my total damage is with all the crit hit chances and the buffs that I'm getting from switching my weapons from the book bag. So then I have some weapon damage on it, getting closer to god roll weapon damage, weapon handling. I got a little bit more weapon handling. This is another piece that I could not modify, but I did put some critical hit damage onto that. All right, so we'll get into the mods. Now, what I want to say about this assault rifle turret skill is awesome because this thing is going to put out some DPS and keep it, it'll keep enemies wanting to try to break it. And as long as you throw it up on top of something where they can't reach, you'll see them spaz out. And in heroic and legendary missions, this is how you'll DPS a lot of the bosses and stuff without them killing you guys with one hit. Because if you're in a legendary, one hit, you're gone. I don't know why it's like that. The devs need to fix that before TU10 comes. Maybe TU10 will calm down legendary missions. They don't need to be as hard as they have them. And I think that's why a lot of people are sticking with heroics. And heroics really don't reward you with a whole lot. But you can see, I'll show you the mods I'm running on it. I didn't have many, so I got to run with what I have available. So if you're running a mortar round, which I wouldn't because the assault right puts out the most, I have health on that. They help it last longer. And then I have damage because I got 4% damage here. And then I ended up getting one last night, so I can put that one up there. I got a 4.1. I did have burn up here, but that was by mistake. Some guy pointed it out in another video that I had, but here nor there, whatever. Now what the skill haze do, it helps the cooldown. So now you can put duration on it. See, you can add some duration. See, it goes to 12 seconds with duration for how long it lasts. So it'll last over about roughly about three minutes or so. Or you can put skill haze, which is for cooldown. So if we go duration and then go back to cooldown, cooldown isn't that big of a point. It's 1.2. So 12 seconds is a lot better than 1.2 seconds. So we'll run duration for that. You guys can modify that if you have those perks. And then here we have the stem efficiency. So you can see that I got the stem efficiency 7.5. That's the best that I have. Now what I could run is the healing, but I don't know that it's going to be better than, I don't know if it's going to be as good as the healing portion of it. Let's see. The healing is there, and these are we'll run healing. And then on this one it says radius, so I'm running 4 radius. I can actually put it to 5, which makes it a little bit bigger, and it says +4 repair charge. So refill speed is 6 seconds instead of 8 seconds, and charges I can get +4. So I'll run that. So you can modify these guys the way that you like. And then there's health, skill duration, and more health. I don't know. I guess you can go with health. It's not gonna really hurt which one you pick. But there you go. You can see what I have up here with all the little perks and everything. In the grenade, I don't know why I always run this grenade, because it looks like it does the most damage. Maybe the other grenades do more damage over time, but I like running the concussion grenade. When you hit somebody with that thing, it busts them up. And I know y'all see the swag I got on the whole Coast Guard outfit, except for the hat. I had to go with that dope nice hat. I hope you guys enjoyed this informative video, and you guys can put together this same build. This is basically a tank DPS crit build. This is basically your solo or run with friends or dark zone. I think 1 million armor is a little on the low side, but if you know how to handle yourself and you're in the dark zone with your friends, you can make this build work. You guys give it a try. Let me know if you guys are planning on making a build something like this. And I didn't even show you the last but not least. I didn't even show you. Here's the shotgun that I'm running. That's how I'm getting damage for the shotgun. I'm running this sawed-off shotgun right here that does 1 million damage on 1 hit, and it has god roll shotgun damage on it, and damage to armor 8% and stability 7.7. And it says deal 20% weapon damage to burning enemies. It says after 4 kills, applies burn to the next enemy, which that don't happen often if you're using a 2-shot shotgun. So not that big of a deal, but you can see that no matter what LMG I pick, I keep coming back to this pestilence, because this thing does crazy damage over time, and it goes from one enemy to the next. So that's why I've been running the pestilence. It's so good. It has good rate of fire, and it just deals crazy DPS, and it has somewhat up close to a god roll for its damage to armor, damage to targets out of cover, and LMG damage. So I'm loving this. This was one that I rolled and actually got those perks that high from using those exotic little jewels you get, and you got to have money and materials and everything too. But it says Plague of the Outcast. Hit applies a debuff dealing 100% weapon damage over 10 seconds. This stacks up to 50 times. Whenever an enemy dies with this debuff, all stacks are transferred to the nearby enemy within 25 meters. So if you're DPSing an enemy and it starts to put that debuff on them 100%, if they die by even your friend's bullet, it will go directly to the next enemy. And I got proof of that. You'll see that in the video that I'm gonna have in the background. I hope you guys enjoyed this very informative video. I love you guys. It's Ghostside 2Ts. Please guys, make sure you drop a like, drop a sub if you guys are new and you enjoyed this video. You enjoyed me commentating, telling you guys about this build, and you guys can go out there and get you a build just like this also. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's Ghostside 2Ts, and I'm out. Enjoy the video at the end.
Got a kill with that. It was automatically.
What's good, Ghost Gang? So we're at the end of the video. This was actually some gameplay of me running this build, but I was running it with the Crusaders.
Okay, like
shield that
you
can
learn.
do
Like you're not trying to
I
be
wanted to give a big shout out.
brick about it. He like trying to really help you. Like that's dope when people
we seen you out here,
can really help you.
Because
Because I've met some people like in this game and they're really cool, dude.
The conversation.
And I might have only dealt with him one time, like ran with him one time. And you know it's only because I forget to get the information
you drop a like and subscribe to my
and
channel.
that's the only reason why I don't never kind of talk to him.
I appreciate when I find really cool people.
I met some really cool dudes,
and I won't say too much,
including you, man, because you seem like you're down to earth.
And how we
a lot of bricks in this game too.
I think I did end up sending him a friend request. If I didn't, I'll make sure
yeah,
that I
like
accept
chill.
We'll send you another one. But I'm almost sure that I did. I hope that you get to see
Right.
this video that you can show your girlfriend or your wife or your brother or whoever in your family that you did get to be on.
Tell you like be a brick
channel.
about it, yeah.
And there are some good YouTubers that do really show love. So what I wanted to do, because I wanted to show love, is if you watch this video and you got to this point in the video and you are smart 2G, that you would go down to this video in the comment section and you would leave me an awesome message, and I would pin you on this video, and I would then therefore send you a PSN card.
They run solo.
Alright,
they think
$10
they
PSN card.
But are you really
I
having
haven't
fun
forgot about you,
doing
Panda.
missions by
I
yourself?
got your address and
With
everything.
no
I will
one to
send you
talk
your
to.
PSN card.
It seems like you got a real bad life if you got to be solo missions all by yourself. I'm not knocking it, but at the same time,
it's kind of hard with the address and all that stuff.
Who wants to run solo all the time?
God bless you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Man, this one, the build I'm doing, it's synergized around running solo, but you can also run with
I'm putting out for you guys.
a team
Until next
and
time,
do good, you know? And I have perks that will help my team. Yo, these guys is focused up, boy, because everything getting killed real quick. I'm gonna DPS this guy in the middle. Oh, snap. See, that's what I'm trying to get my talents right now, where when I start getting hit, let me get out the way first. Where when I start losing over 30% of my energy, it'll give me 95% of it back. I'm trying to get that talent right now. That's why I'm trying to get that the stuff I need to swap out that talent. I don't have it right now, so I'm trying to run these missions so I can get it. Plus, this is a rifle. This drops the allocated rifle, so maybe somebody will get an exotic. If it's one I already got, I'll give it to you guys. I'll give it to you, bro. What's your name? Small?
Small.
Yep. I'll make sure I send you a friend request before we get done too, man.
Alright.
Yeah, but yeah, just check out my channel, man. You might see a build that I've done in the past, a tank build or something that you might want to try, you know?
Yeah,
You never know.
Been trying to be like that.
Yeah, like that's what I'm running right. That's exactly what I'm running right now. I got a shield. If I want to take it out, I can. And you can run it with an SMG or a rifle, dude. It's nice. So when I come out with this version, you can check out what I did to put this version together, and then you can try it. And it's not a hard one to put together. You know, you run armor and DPS. It's really good. Watch out for that one dude. Oh my goodness, why they getting kind of? It's getting kind of hectic in here. What's going on? It's kind of. I know. They going crazy. Yeah, that true paper. I hear a lot of people run that, man. I just haven't been fortunate enough to get one. I'm gonna have to run with one of my buddies. He always gets the best drops, man. Like he always gets the best drops all the time, man. Crazy. I know, right? Yeah, that sniper turret is lighting him up. He like, yo, what is hitting me? See, that's how you face tank. You can stand right here in front of him and still what they give me. I got some stuff that I can just